Hi Capricorn, Happy New Year. It's Athena and welcome back to my channel. Okay, so these readings are going to be for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. And before I begin, let's just take a nice deep breath. I hope all of you had a wonderful, blessed holiday season. We are now closing up the chapter of the decade, right? More than a chapter, for sure. The decade of 2019 into 2020. What does that mean? Well, that means everything changes. Whatever we have or we are clearing out now is going to impact us for the next at least 10 years, okay? So the decisions, the people that we've extracted from our, from our world is not anything less than what we deserve. Not saying that other people are not, worthy of us, but there are some people that do not want to see, to see you be the best version that you can be. So those are the people that had to go. And if they are still, on their way out, then you send them love and light and release. Okay, so for all of 2020, I decided that I would dedicate a song for all the signs across the board for the year 2020. And the song is Imagine by John Lennon. Some of you may know it. Those of you who don't, I'm just going to read a couple. I just actually printed out a couple of, it's actually a few of the lyrics. I don't know them by heart. So let's go. Okay, Capricorn. Imagine there's no heaven. It's easy if you try. No hell below us, above us, only sky. Imagine there's no countries. It isn't hard to do. Nothing to kill or die for, and no religion, too. Imagine all the people living life in peace. You may say that I'm a dreamer, but I'm not the only one. I hope someday you'll join us, and the world will be as one. Imagine no possessions. I wonder if you can. No need for greed or hunger, a brotherhood of man. Imagine all the people sharing all the world. You may say that I'm a dreamer, but I'm not the only one. I hope someday you'll join us, and the world will live as one. Okay? So that is the message for the year. Okay? Now, I'm doing these readings let me just start. Oh, sorry for the reach over. Sorry. I should have done it this way. My apologies. Okay, so as I begin the Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, I want to tell you that these readings are longer. I'm doing a couple extra spreads for the year at the end, okay? All right, let's do it. What are the messages for the beautiful Capricorns, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for January 2020, right? Getting clear vision, right? So it's kind of like we're adjusting the lenses right now to get the clearest vision that we can possible. Okay. Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. What are the messages? And let's see what's happening. Okay, so these all fell out, which I'm going to take. Okay, so let me put these over here. Okay, so the first card, Capricorns, is beautiful. You're no longer feeling left out in the cold, right? You've probably gotten yourself, you're done feeling this way. That's beautiful. And now the world is your oyster. Great. So Capricorn, whatever has ended, it could be just your ideology of I'm no longer being left out in the cold. Whatever has ended has ended. You cleared it out. More importantly, this speaks of what? Your self-worth. Okay? Your worth. You are worthy. I mean, you're a Capricorn. Come on. This is the Empress. So going from a death to a rebirth is what I see here. So what has ended is the ending of the old paradigm of not believing that you have personal power, and that whatever has ended was for your better, be on your better behalf, right? All right. This could be a child being born, okay? That's for some, obviously not for all. But this is a rebirth. This is growth. This is the pinnacle of the Capricorn in terms of the growth and being in charge of your life after shedding that which did not serve you, right? Which you've done, right? So many of you have taken your power back and said, what's done is done. I'm now ready to give love and receive love. I'm ready to give and receive of myself. I'm becoming more nurturing, right? I am the nurturer. I believe in quality, the quality of life that has gotten me to this point. I mean, this is complete growth in your life right now on every level of yourself, okay? You've shed the old, the Kundalini rising, okay? Here's the rebirth. You can see the old is gone, and now you have grown into and matured with wisdom, and you've healed. And now it's all about fresh, new growth for you to excel, to live. Nice. Very nice. I love it. Very nice, Capricorns. You've definitely done your work. And you've had the help of the angels, right? The angels, it was like Judgment Day. Who's that for? Well, those people that you extracted from your space, right? And the angels helped you, because I think what I'm feeling right now with these two cards in my hand is that there were certain people that you were kind of having a hard time doing this. You felt a little not passive, right? It was kind of like, I really don't want so-and-so in my life anymore because they give me such anxiety. But I know I have to, let some of these people go, right? So the angels helped you to get rid of, and not in a bad way, okay? When we talk about getting people people being let go out of our lives, it's for your better. I mean, it's a blessing in disguise, right? It's about becoming the best version of yourself, Capricorn. And if people are not on the same playing field as you, then those people had to go, and sometimes it's a long time, you've known them for the last decade. I mean, you could have friends, family members, colleagues that had to go, and that changed you completely. It was like you experienced your own Judgment Day, right? You had to go through this in order to learn and to grow and to excel. So now it's forward movement for the Capricorns. It's beautiful. You're going forward. You're pushing ahead. It did take you, and I'm going to say it, it did. Oh, look at this, Capricorn. Nice, right? Nice. No more feeling like this, right? Financial abundance. So for some of you, financial abundance is coming right underneath that gateway. So if it isn't here yet, it's on its way. But before I go further, let's look. charging ahead, and the angels were helping you to have enough courage, right, to get, and bravery, right, courage, bravery, to extract people and yourself from situations that no longer served your highest good, okay? And this could be just you changing everything about you, right? Because this is what you want, the growth. You have gone through a lot, and now it's time to receive the quality of your own soul's growth. Okay? As hard as it was, you have achieved and now figured out that the thing that's most important to the Caps, which it's not like it's not important to other signs, but right now, you don't want to feel like this, right? You want to feel like this. So that's where this progression of whatever had to end ended, and you've gone through a lot, right? You've been through a lot. You've learned, you've been reborn, and now it's time to reap the benefits and rewards of that. The love, this could be an offering of love and money, love it, or it's loving the abundance that's coming to you, right? This is coming right at you, right? Knight of Cups. What did we say? You had to go through this. You had to surrender everything about what you believed in, whatever your beliefs in what had to end, be that other people that had to be let go, or your own self, shall I say, resurrection of some sort, because you had to get down on your knees. You had to surrender and let go of control. Capricorns, that's a huge thing, right? Letting go of control happens. When this happens, then this abundance can come in, right? All right, let's keep going on this. This is beautiful. So you surrendered completely and said, all right, whatever I don't know, I don't know. I have to just allow, let go, allow, ask the universe, and just not try to control everything. There are people around you that may have not been showing you their true colors, right? We have the yin and the yang here. This could be that something became very clear to you, that you didn't know. You didn't even see it coming. Maybe that's why it was unknown to you, but it became known to you, and that's why you had to surrender, right? It could be just about yourself. It could be the inability to get out of the old mindset of what you used to believe in yourself. Like when you looked in the mirror, what did you see? The universe was saying, Capricorns, you got to go with the flow here. You can't expect to be the same person, especially not after you go through this. If this is all about you and the ending of like an identity, right? This is identity, who you are now. I think there was a point in time where you were questioning, like, who am I and where do what do I represent now, right? What do I represent? What do I want to look like in 2020? How do I want to move forward, right? In every aspect, because I've been through a lot and I expect to keep growing, right? I'm not going back. I'm definitely not going back to this. Are you kidding me? No way. The universe says, what do you want now? Whatever's ended, let's now get back to reality, the drawing board, And with all the wisdom and the growth and the knowledge that you have here, you can produce something amazing, right? But this is like an identity crisis. If this is speaking of you and going through the last, 2019 into 2020, you were having this identity crisis and you had to give up control of the reins. You did. And that was your lesson. Some of you had to do that because nothing can grow if you hold on to it too tight. It could have been something, like I said, I really feel that for some of you, this was about what you believed as your identity. Some of you see yourselves, or saw, let's say, operative word, saw yourselves in this light. And the universe is saying, hold on, this is what you really look like. But you weren't seeing it. Do you understand? You weren't seeing that. So you got to the point, 2020 now, so that you're seeing clearly the part of you that was hidden. Maybe something from childhood came about. Maybe you cleared something like taking hold of not being good enough, Capricorns. I mean, this is thinking that you're not good enough, and you are. But I think that mentality, even though I have no swords here, that mentality of mindset of emotionally not feeling like you are worthy gave you a sense of, I don't know who I am. So of course you're going to feel that because you went through a death and a rebirth. So when we go through the dark night of the soul, let's say, for those of you who did, and then you get into an ascension, right? An awakening to what? To who you really are now. Because you didn't know before, right? It was kind of hidden. And some things that came from your childhood came out. It came to the forefront. And you were like, oh my God, there you go, the dark night of the soul. There is all the wisdom and the knowledge that you took to come out of the darkness and going right toward the light with the light. Okay? This is the dark night of the soul. Here it is. Here it is. And so it was about, and it's not going to apply to everyone, but it was about how you felt about yourself, what you look like to others, not worrying anymore, because the death and the rebirth is death of the ego, right? When you come through the death of the ego, the mindset, the lessons that you learn is it's not about anyone else. It's about what you feel about yourself. Changing that mentality, because you probably grew up in which is by far everyone's story of not feeling good enough, trying to prove to mom and dad or whoever raised you that you are worthy. So this is why you have this, because this is what you transitioned from, that mindset. Oh, hold on. See? That mindset. Because you needed balance, you needed stability, and that mindset had to be let go and go, release those emotional wounds that you had from childhood. Look at yourself in the mirror and say, okay, all right, let's really see, what am I showing the world, and do I care? So how did the universe ask you to do that? By letting go of control, for sure. You had to release all ideologies of what you believed in the past is no longer what you believe now about yourself. So now the universe said, okay, I see you did your work. And now I'm going to give you a gift. The gift is what you really what you really show up as. Your abundant self is what you're showing up as. You are being reborn back into what a Capricorn is all about. What is that? Well, high honors, graduating from the highest honors of the school of life. Highest honors. And knowing now that you are back. You're back. You're back to being yourself. All right, I love it. Now, let's get some cards from... I'm not going to ask for clarifying. Let's just ask for the truth in the journey that you've been through. Okay, Capricorns? Let's see what else the universe wants to impart, right, for you. Okay? All right. Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Your third eye was blocked. Well, that was because you were confused. You were confused and you were not balanced. This is the number 6. So the confusion and the imbalance was about your thinking or your vision of what you see yourself as to the world. You had to drop that. And you don't need to live up to what other people think. You dropped your ego. And that therefore you balanced out the scales. And now you have the blessings of abundance, new growth right here with the Empress, right? Abundance, new growth, money coming in, money just right here, around the corner, if it's not already in your possession right now. And now you're looking at your pathway and saying, okay, which window of opportunity should I choose? Where do I go from here? Because now you're not confused about who you represent any longer. There was just a little negative thinking, but you had to go through that so that you could evolve. And you had to evolve, and how did you do that? By healing your heart. We all have evolved through the healing and knowing that now it's time for you, Capricorn. It's time for you to excel back into your place of quality, back to what Capricorns represent: hardworking, growth, intellect, honor, right? Beautiful. So you've gotten to that point now where you're like, okay, so I'm now figuring it out. Where do I go? What window of opportunity should I pick? Well, it's going to come. You've learned how to release, right? Control. So you're going to allow the universe to show you your truth. You're at the window. You're at one of these windows. Yes? Look. That's the universe saying you released control. So now I'm going to show you the way. And the way of the truth of what a Capricorn is going to be looking at for 2020. Look at 20. The vision is getting clear for my Capricorns. The vision of what you represent again is back. You're back. New business, new money, doing whatever it takes to get yourself back to a place of comfort, of growth, and the quality of life that you're used to. Which what? Why shouldn't you be used to that quality of life? Right? It's your right. It's everyone's right. Victory. Another card of balancing. So you now know that this is exactly what you needed. It was your old identity moving into a new identity. The old you is now shed. You have shed the old you in belief systems, emotionally, and And now you have healed yourself. Could have been some issues of healing from mother figure, mother healing, not being good enough, right? Could have been just having a mom that's an overachiever and wanting the same for you. So you felt like you had to own up to that, right? So you've shed all that because now you have healed. And interesting that you start, the 6 gets balanced. Do you see that? The block of what was is now what is. Beautiful. You are standing on the precipice of success. I just heard that. Not just because of this. It's because of what you represent now for your own self. You don't need to have, Capricorns don't necessarily need the acceptance of, of course there are times when we do, but there are times when Capricorns say, you know what? This is me, right? Like it or not. I like to excel. I like to have a very clear vision of who I am. And now you have become yourself again. Hallelujah. Raise your glass. Beautiful. Raise your glass because this is a journey that not everybody chooses to take. You have chosen to take this so that you could get back to the very nature of your being. The very nature of your being and of your heart. Look. Oh my God. Look at these blessings for Capricorns. You could also have sold a house, make some money, putting money into a house. That's what I'm seeing. Loving your home, right? And wanting to put money into the home. That could be. Maybe you were worried that you were going to have to leave, and now blessings just came in and now you don't have to, per se. Or you're buying a new house with the money that you've received. It really depends on what's going on in your life, right? But look at this. Victory is all yours. You are free to do whatever it is that you want. Freedom. The horse represents freedom for me, right? You are charging ahead, right? Right? Same thing. Same card. Charging ahead and knowing that, number 7, the universe is got your back. The universe has been helping to guide you, to steer you in the right direction, to be brave enough to go back to a place where you feel like you're yourself again. You haven't been feeling yourself for a while, Capricorn, for those who this applies to. It's been a while since you felt really good about your finances, your home situation. These are 2, this is 3 and 4, which is a 7, and the 7 here. So you know, Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, that you have been guided. You have been guided by the universe to help you grow, to help the seeds that you planted now are manifesting. Hello. Beautiful, right? Are you kidding me? Manifesting some major financial abundance. Like I said, it could be the sale of a home, or it could be that you're putting money into a home to keep it up or refurbish it, what have you. You had every hope that you knew that with faith, you knew that things would work out, but you really did have to surrender control. You could be just redoing your home, putting things in a different spot, and you have someone helping you, and or if you're single, you have met someone who's significant in your life. This is someone who you've already wished and hoped for and is here, right? Someone that has been with you by your side. If you are single and you have not met someone, be hopeful. They're right there. Love and money. I'm telling you right now, we have love and money in a home, in partnerships. It really is. And why did this happen, Capricorn? Well, we don't always want to ask why, but you are now back. You are now back to your own identity, your own self-identity after releasing control of self. Your ego, right? What are they going to think? That's gone. You release that, and now you're like, oh, wow, love and money. The love of money. What's wrong with that? Don't you deserve it? Right? Love it. Rejoice. I love it. All right. Let's get an Ascended Master card and Archangel card. And then we're going to go into romance and a couple more things that I have planned. Okay? All right. Archangel, Ascended Master for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for January 2020. And the way that you're starting out the year is amazing. Amazing. Amazing grace. Gaia, the world is your oyster. Here it is. The universe is saying the world is your oyster. Some of you, I'm hearing, are going to be doing volunteer work to help the waters, and the land, to help grow Mother Earth, to help heal Mother Earth. Say a prayer for Mother Earth. If this applies to you and you're driven to do so, you are a Capricorn, you are all about the healing of Mother Earth. Say a prayer for Mother Earth. Again, you have it not once, not twice, but 3 times. So Mother Earth, mother issues for sure have been released now, thinking that you are not worthy. Your mother is proud wherever and whomever this applies to. Okay? Beautiful. So Mother, the Blessed Mother, is also helping you through this time as well. So that's major. The card reads, be mindful of the planet, come back to Earth and stay grounded. Well, that's exactly what you did you not? Look, you had to. You had to get grounded and surrender control over what was not your control. You could not control what was happening here for your own sense of value. You had to release it in order to receive. And then that's what happened. You released, you got grounded. You might have even prayed to a mother figure or the Blessed Mother, right? For this abundance, for this direction, for the direction, so that you could be free to do whatever you want and not feel like this anymore, right? Capricorn's feeling like this is not a good place. And that's how you came out of 2019. And the universe said, your old identity, you're not feeling that you belong or that you're worthy of, and you have to prove to a mother figure, or you are the mother figure, that the quality of yourself and your nature belongs in nature and being grounded with abundance. Like you're back. It's almost like you came full circle right now. You came full circle, for sure. And now the universe is asking you, pray for Mother Earth for the healing. You see the devastations going on. So it just takes a minute. Just say a prayer really quick to Mother Earth for the healing. Also thank your own mother for the healing that has been granted to you, for the abundance that has been granted. Always thank when one receives any kind of blessing. And it's not just about money. It's about being mindful of the issue that Capricorns are now experiencing is you now know that you belong in this world and of this world. You are this world. And that's profound knowledge to be had. So the world is your oyster. The healing that you have had to endure was about a mom, a mother figure, someone who raised you, getting over that feeling of not being worthy of. Beautiful. It's beautiful. Now let's talk romance, because I saw that beautiful romance going on right here. And are you kidding me? Romance, right? Romance. After a death, a rebirth, and then you rise to the occasion, right? Look, I have attraction and wedding. Many of you are meeting someone who is is growing with you, right? And potentially a partner for life. A life partner. Some of you have known this partner for many years. Just be playful and keep an open mind, right? Again, surrendering to that. Some of you are reconciling with someone from your past. Others will not. It is a general reading, okay? Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Let's see what's happening. Keep an open mind. All right, so for many of you, there's going to be some very obvious differences between the two of you. So you're going to need to keep an open mind with who comes into your life now, or you already have someone in your life who is quite different from you, right? But again, this union, excuse me, this union is being guided. It's your soulmate. Your soulmate's just going to differ. Well, what does that mean? Well, one could be religious, the other could be spiritual. It could be age difference. It could be belief systems, upbringing, how mom and dad, the tradition versus, more liberal. Those are just, the differences could be very minor. Okay? Pay attention to the red flags. So there could be someone could be, this is why you need to keep an open mind and get to know someone before you jump, because someone may not want to show you, excuse me, someone may not want to show you or reveal themselves fully yet. So allow that reveal to happen in their own time. Is someone hiding their feelings? Has someone been very interested in the Capricorns but hasn't said anything? Could it be you, that you're interested in someone who's very different from you and you're not speaking up? It could be. I mean, there's so many variables, okay? The red flags don't always mean that it's bad. But with the fact that it says keep an open mind leads me to believe that there's an age difference, there's traditional value systems, beliefs that need to be discussed, and or it could just be flat out, they look completely different than your usual type, right? Make the effort. Here's being playful. Here is someone that you might have had a past life with and before. You're very comfortable with this person, yet they're very different from you, right? You might have known this person from childhood as a friend, and you never suspected in a million years that you would be like, oh my God, this person, really? One of those kind of things. Stay optimistic, which means have yourself, valuing yourself. No longer feeling this way, right? Valuing yourself. And what takes precedence in your world, Capricorn? What takes precedence in your life? Do you look at a significant other for their fame, fortune, valuing of themselves? Or is this really your belief system? Now this is changing. It's not about what the wallet looks like. It's about the inner. This is the inner self. The inner core of someone's being is what you're looking for. Quality. That's what you're looking for, not the external, right? And that could have been you're keeping an open mind, right? Because in the past, Capricorn, maybe it was all about the coin as far as, okay, well, can you take care of me type situation. Maybe now it's, you know what? I value someone's inner being. This is someone's inner being. This is your inner being. This is your devotion of giving and receiving love. Divine love, right? Divine love. Divine love from the inside out, not the other way around. That's what you've learned for some. One more, let's take. Very soon. So, for those of you who are single, you're going to be meeting someone very soon who is very different from you, who you might just stumble across that you would never have suspected has an attraction for you. Someone totally different than your usual type, right? But you need to just get to know each other, right? Make the effort. It could be someone that you've known from childhood. But, you know, besties, right? Oh my God, you know, so-and-so. I never would have suspected that they had an interest in me. Well, now you're on the same vibration. Inner self, inner valuing yourself within. And then this attraction from within comes to you very soon, because now what you're attracting is value, because you're valuable. Got me? Okay. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. All right, let's go to when I first started. Let me just move the camera up, not with that hand. Okay. When I first, thank you. All right. When I first started my tarot cards, this deck was my ultimate favorite, the Rumi deck. Okay. So I'm going to take one card for my beautiful Capricorns, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. This card that comes out, I will read the poem, and this card will depict your entire year. Okay, Rumi's going to pick Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for the year 2020. So what is the vision for my beautiful Capricorns, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus? 2020. One more shuffle. Okay. Now, these cards are lengthy, so I'm just going to read a little of the oracle as well as the poem. It's this one. Sacred Convergence. Right? Number 11. You know what 11 is, right? twin flame master number. Okay, let me read that to you very quickly. Sacred Convergence. The poem reads, roaming about town, the master was holding a light, saying, I am weary of the demons and the beasts. A human is what I am longing for. The human cannot be found. We have searched. What cannot be found is what I am longing for. Although poor and needy, I will not accept small pieces of ruby. The mine of the finest rubies is what I am looking for. One hand holding a cup of wine, and the other the curls of the beloved. A dance like this in the middle of the circle is what I am longing for. The sacred convergence indicates a coming together of souls in alignment with a greater cause. This oracle's message says, perhaps you've been thinking about shedding lower vibrational connections based in the ego world of power games, sabotage, manipulation, and fear. Perhaps you've already begun this process, or even shed so much or in so many that you're fearing you might have over-pruned to be left with nothing and no one. Do not fear, feisty angel of love. Your truth is prevailing. You cannot stay in a vibration of fear if you want to dwell in a vibration of love. Now, we could have gone right to Rumi, right? But this is your destiny, my beautiful Capricorns, for the year 2020. Your life is, this depicts everything right here, right? Not settling. Are you kidding me? Okay, and it's about you. All right, now, my second favorite deck was the Journey of Love cards. I'm going to pick a Journey of Love card for the beautiful Capricorn, Sun, Moon, and Rising for the year. This is for the year, okay? Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, please. Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for the year 2020. One more shuffle. Beautiful. Okay, so, oh, I reached over. I'm used to the camera being the other way. Sorry about that. I've done that. This is like the second time, almost maybe third. Okay, let's try and see what's happening. Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Shakti. I'm being told I should take two more for you. And they're right here. Okay, perfect. Let's go. So the first card is Shakti, which is number 19, which is 1, right? A new beginning. I think, yeah, 3 to 1, another number 1. Listen up, you have 2 11s. 11, 11. Not kidding. And 47. Oh my God, Capricorn, you have another 11. Wow. You have 11, 11, 11. And we're not going to take that one. There's too many. I just heard that. Let's do it. Let's look at Shakti. Let me read Shakti, 3 to 1, and soft in that order. Okay, number 19. Wow. Okay, so you guys are having some major... For the year, you're going to, many of you will definitely meet without question your soul counterpart, if you have not already. Shakti, I have watched you hurting and felt helpless to make life better for you. Loving you is having to make choices to let you be who you are, who you become, and all the who's yet to come. To love you is to ride the waves. of your passionate embrace of life, ever mindful of the change in the wind and the occasional tempest brewing. Loving you is having to make choices, knowing it isn't my fault. I can still choose to take it personally or just be, while I listen and watch you unfold. Your heart is a beauty I will always love. It's the part of you that hasn't changed much over time. When I lie beside you and hear your breath, when I touch your skin or caress your hair, you are timeless, and I choose loving you. Shakti is the divine feminine fire. She is the body awakened with light. She is the divine feminine, and she is the Kundalini, the energetic force that moves through us, triggered by love, that leads to enlightenment of our body. Kundalini, shedding, divine feminine, right? Mother. Okay. 3-1, number 10. The poem reads, love is what makes the heart beat faster, the lump in my throat, the feeling of missing you so much that I cannot wait to be with you again. And then we are, and I look in your eyes deeper, and I know the unspoken words that say I love you and feel words in return. How short each lifetime seems, but what I feel with you lasts forever. May love be the compass that guides you on the course of a lifetime. Now this is speaking about there's a heavenly child in your midst. It may be within your heart, in your womb, or a glimmer in your eye soon to be. This child holds the key to the fulfillment of a process that's happening for you now. So this could be a culmination of a marriage together, or this is the rebirth. It says right here, this oracle holds a message for you that new life is upon you now. You are being reborn, and you will give birth to what is meant for you this lifetime. There is no need to worry. Just pray with an open heart that may be supported to fulfill your destiny. Mother, rebirth, reborn. The child within you has been healed. Your mother healing, and or you have known someone from childhood, and or all of the above, right? These cards intertwine because the story is exactly as the cards read, correct? Soft, number 47. So that's how the story unfolds. Soft. Let me read the poem first. You are the softness he desires. You help light his way. You nurture all that he holds dear through tempest clouds dismay. And in the quiet of the storm, his gentleness comes through. And in the shelter of his arms, his heart is there for you. This card reads, a sanctuary bathed in soft light. Your heart is receptive, inviting, and gentle. Heart healing, okay? Heart healing, same. It brings strength to the weary, comfort to the lonely, and healing to the wounded. This oracle brings you a message of peace. Surrender now. I mean, we're not kidding. That's how the story unfolds. Surrender now. Be soft. even just for this moment of quiet reflection. You have perhaps been working too hard at growing and living. So take some moments to replenish and allow the divine to help you, dear one. Be soft, so you are receptive to the divine. It's when we let go that we truly perceive the obstacles that lie between us and oneness with the divine lover. Excuse me. Let go and perceive that the divine lover is already awakening in your heart. So do you see how it goes? Excuse me, Capricorn. This is how this unfolds ever so beautifully of Capricorn, you're back. You have gone from a place, you have come from a place of not feeling and being yourself to a place of being back to what Capricorns so eloquently depict, that of yourself, you know, your self-worth, what you value in yourself, and not needing, as the story unfolds, not needing to get that or receive that from necessarily another for the purpose of only being that, but for the purpose of loving yourself after you've let go. What comes to you, it should be like this. Sorry. See? That's how it unfolds for you. You've surrendered control because no longer do you want the people and places and things that only are shallow and subject you to that same mindset and feeling of being shallow. No, now you want the real deal. The real deal is who you represent to the world, right? You're merging your masculine and feminine now. More so, the feminine has healed. Feminine healing. Pray for Mother Earth. And whoever is coming to be with the beautiful Capricorns is coming very soon with the mindset and the depiction of this converging of two into one, right? Circle of life, and two into one. The world is your oyster. I mean, no kidding. Your connection, Capricorn, to Mother Earth is huge. So you may truly be deciding to heal Mother Earth, even if it is through prayer, right? Healing your mom issues, healing your issues if you're a mom, both. The convergence of masculine and feminine, again, depicts this card as well, okay? And needing to heal, part of that was the feminine. Okay, so beautiful reading, Capricorns. You guys are off to a great start. I am so happy for you because it's been a little hard for actually everybody. All right, so now before I sign off, I just want to ensure that you realize that I am a biofeedback specialist practitioner. What does that mean? So if you have some body aching, right? Let's just say your back hurts, right? As an example. If your back's hurting, I can share my knowledge with you as a practitioner, biofeedback practitioner, telling you that back issues are about your finances. So a lot of you have been struggling with back issues on many levels. Lower back, mostly lower back, right? Trying to push ahead, right? So the back depicts your financial stability and what the weight you're carrying holds true in your back. So I go through and give you a consultation talking about where in your body is ailing you, then of course depicting where that body part is, because your body is your navigational system, right? So your body is going to tell you what it is that needs healing, and the healing, it comes mind, body, and soul. So I connect all the dots, mind, body, and soul for you. And by doing so, I then tap into my computer, my biofeedback computer, and then I run a couple of somatic testing that will allow me to see not only about your back, but there's other areas that could be starting with your emotions, okay? And things that like you have to get very real about, right? It could have been something from your childhood that, you didn't feel with mother issues that, might have been the oldest or the youngest, but it could be a mother pressuring you to hold, the family together insofar as, oh, well, so-and-so really can handle it, right? And maybe going through a rough patch in your childhood with finances put a lot of responsibility on you. So there's many factors with regard to how your childhood, how you were raised, not pointing any fingers here, but this is just an example of what mind, body, and soul connection that I can merge and then heal at the same time by talking about it, then and using the machine to heal your discomfort, dis-ease. Then we can, establish the understanding of the healing of the whole. Okay, mind, body, and soul. All right, what else? I'm also going to be going live in January, or not January, sorry. I'm going to be going live. I'm thinking about it. I want to make sure the energy is positive, so I am offering and expanding my channel by doing so. I also will offer membership on my website, which is athena1muse.com. I'm still tweaking some of that right now, so not everything's on there. The visionary sweatshirts and t-shirts are available for purchase. I will also be offering some oils and crystals for healing as well. If you choose that you want something, or you want a crystal that you want to hold with you all the time, then just let me know. I will help guide you depending on your situation. I'll do also a quick text, one question text answer to you for a small fee. Okay? All right. I wish you love, I wish you light and many blessings, and let's go 2020. All right. Take care.